All right, here we go with 3 tips spraying with an airless sprayer. I've got aluminum siding. I did get somebody contact my store, sent me some pictures, and they were getting lap marks, these shiny spots where they were overlapping. And I'm gonna discuss what causes that, how you can resolve that by 3 simple tips, airless spraying. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell next to it. That way you get notified every time I come out with a new video. It's just a simple way to help support our channel in making new free videos. We're never gonna try to market to you. We never have in 10 years, we never will. Just a simple way to get an email every time I come out with a new video. So here we go, we got aluminum siding right here that we're spraying. And one thing, the gentleman that sent the pictures in, he had some lap marks, and every time you overlap on aluminum siding or really any type of structure you're getting to or having start and stop marks, you're getting a build of acrylic right there in that area or where you're overlapping. It's heavier there than the rest of the structure that you're spraying. And what happens is you will notice that over time as it begins to fade or wear out the paint, because you got more acrylic in one area than you do the rest of the areas. And on absorbent structures like concrete siding or wood siding, it's going to absorb some of the acrylic out of the paint out in the field, but where you overlap, it's going to be built up, and you will see that. You could see that even the next day, like the gentleman that sent in the pictures. I'm going to give you 3 tips. This is going to be one of those situations. If you have overlap marks, you could get acrylic build and you could see those spots. So one of the things is choosing logical start and stop points where you're not ending in the middle of the field someplace. If I end anywhere in the middle and then I come back and overlap the opposite direction, or if I don't walk end to end, all those overlaps could show. So logical start and stop points in between 2 windows is a logical start and stop point. If you got long runs, you got to try to make it so you can walk those long runs so you don't have start and stop. Sometimes once you get on high sides, it's really difficult, but that's where gun extensions and angle adapters will help you out. So logical start and stop points are very critical to eliminating overlap marks or what we called acrylic build. So tip number 2 is overlapping 50% when you're spraying. So when I'm spraying, I want to overlap 50%. That way I'm ensuring that I'm getting enough paint build on my surface. I like spraying with a 515 tip, and the reason why I choose a 515 tip is because I can control overspray with a 515 tip. If you start to get too large of a tip size, the droplets are going to be too heavy, and you can start to have overspray too small of a tip size, and it's not going to put on enough paint. You're going to have to paint really slow. 515 is right there in the middle, but you want to overlap 50%. That way you ensure that you're getting the proper mill thickness to paint on there. Now, paint specifications require a certain mill thickness. So until you get familiar with your paint and how slow you got to go or how fast you got to go and how much you got to overlap to get the proper mill thickness is important, because that's what's going to ensure you get your warranty out of your paint. If the paint fails, the company's going to come out and one of the things they're going to do is test the mill thickness of the paint. Is it on thick enough? If it's not, they're not going to warranty the paint. So over the years of spraying, I've come up with how slow I need to go or how fast I need to go and how much I need to overlap, and that is 50%, and that ensures that I'm getting on the proper mill thickness. So your spray pattern, you're going to spray one direction, you're going to come back the opposite direction, and you're just going to overlap by 50% as you go, and you'll get good coverage by doing so. All right, tip number 3 is spraying with the grain. Now, this is aluminum siding. It does have grain to it, a grain look to it, but what I'm actually speaking to is go with the direction of the siding. The siding is going in a horizontal position, or it's installed horizontally. You do not want to spray up and down, because if you get lap marks going up and down, it's going to look really odd because your siding is horizontal. So make sure you spray horizontal in this situation. Now, if your siding was installed vertically, like T111 siding, then you would want to spray vertically. But this right here, siding is horizontal, and the grain pattern is horizontal. You're typically gonna see metal siding, the wood composite siding, concrete siding. It typically has a grain pattern to it. If it doesn't have a grain pattern to it, it even makes it more critical to go with the grain or with the flow of the siding. That is tip number 3. All right, here's another section of siding right here where we got our logical start and stop points. We got logical start and stop point here. We got logical start and stop points up top there. We want to make sure our masking is stick. It's a really windy day. Down here, start and stop points are the ends. I am using an angle adapter. That way I don't have to bend over and spray. I can spray underneath my laps like that without having to bend over. Don't want to get any overspray on the roof, so I'm going to be using my cardboard shield holder right here to shield off the roof so I can spray underneath these soffits so it looks just like this. Don't have to worry about start and stop points right there because you can't see it's underneath. So there you have it, 3 tips spraying with an airless sprayer. If you got any questions or comments about this video, leave them in the comment section down below. If you got a video you want to see that you haven't seen before, leave that in the comment section below. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell somewhere right next to it. It's a simple way to help support our channel. And like we always see, we'll see or say, we'll see you on our next video. Out.